What's going on, good people? Welcome to your NXT Takeover Chicago 2 review. Boo! I just wanted to rhyme, and Boo was not. I'm sorry. I'm real. Anyway, let's get into Takeover Chicago 2. Um, Overall, I thought it was a really good show. But I feel like we say that about every takeover, so like that's not really a measuring stick anymore. DJ, overall thoughts?
I thought it was good. There are a couple of weird botches and a couple of weird things that happened in matches that like made the matches feel weird at times. It was just a couple of them, but um, other than that, I mean, it was good though. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'd go back and watch it again.
Yeah. So to start off the show, we had the NXT Tag Team Chat. Wait, did you watch the pre-show?
Nope.
All right, we're skipping the pre-show. If there was a match on there, oh well. We start off the main card with the NXT Tag Team Championship match. Undisputed Era versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. I was actually surprised about this match. I thought, Burch and Lorcan looked really good in this match, as opposed to they're usually booked as the jobbers who just can't get that win. But I thought they looked really good in this match. I still don't really like Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy as a tag team. I still waiting for Bobby to come back. I feel like Kyle and Bobby just mesh together better, and I feel like Roddy's better as a singles competitor, personally, to me. But this was a really good match. It was definitely a emotional roller coaster. You had a lot of false finishes, a lot of times where you thought Oni and Danny were going to get the win, but they didn't. They did. Who calling you,
Who always calls me during videos?
Justin?
Yep.
All right. DJ, thoughts on the match?
Um, it was good. I was excited about it. Um, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch are really good. They deserve to be pushed like to the moon and probably back. And they never get there. It kind of sucks because I really like them. I think they mesh well, even though they're kind of that Sheamus and Cesaro tag team that was made from a feud against each other. But at the same time, I think they work really well together. I think their styles are very similar, and that's why they work really well together. But yeah, I think they look good in this match. Like you said, I agree. They look really good. And it was almost to the point where it felt like they would win. They could win. Like they were going to win. And they had a couple opportunities there where it looked like really believable that they would win, but they didn't. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel because a little bit of me was excited to see Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan take the titles, but at the same time, a little bit of me wants an Undisputed Era takeover. I mean, it's just my thing. And then I don't know if you felt this way, but it felt like at the end of the match they were going to turn them against each other, just because they sat in the ring forever.
I was waiting for that.
I was waiting on somebody to turn on somebody because it felt like they were like,
Yeah.
like it felt like Johnny and Tommaso last year, where it was like, oh, we're gonna see this again. So they surprised me that they didn't go that way, but I'm glad they didn't because I do think Lorcan and Burch are one of the best tag teams. I wish they would do something with them though. Even because it almost doesn't even feel like they're a real tag team. It just feels like they're a good tag team, but not a real tag team. Like they use Oni Lorcan's entrance music, and then their little Titantron is generic AF. So like I just feel like there's just nothing. Like it's just like there's nothing that makes them like special to me.
Yeah.
Besides them being good in the ring. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
And only looking one finger. I enjoyed that. Every time.
Also, Oni Lorcan like died at least once in this match, probably twice.
True. He always died. He stayed dying.
When he went up to the top rope and Kyle pushed him off and he did that sick bump on the apron, I was like, oh God, no. that poor man. And then he got up. I was like, how you do that?
How you do that?
How you not dead? How you do that? Then anyway, moving on. We got Ricochet versus the Velveteen Wiener. I mean Dream. My bad. Got confused. This match was awesome. Like I hate to give Velveteen Dream credit because like
Why do you hate him so much?
I don't know. I think
It's
it's
because I like him.
no. I think it's because I hate Patrick Clark.
Why do you hate Patrick Clark? What did Patrick Clark do to you? Didn't you like him in Tough Enough? I could have sworn you liked him in Tough Enough. No?
Bag.
No?
I hated him in Tough Enough. But credit to both. You know, it seemed like they gave everything in this match. Definitely the kind of match you want to see on a takeover. But I feel like this kind of feud keeps making me want more. But it's almost to the point where it's like, what more can they do? Like, what can they do in the next match that they haven't already done? It's like, but for somehow they managed to like do something more, and it's like, what? But I have to say, the King defeated the Prince, and is still the King of the Cruiserweight. I mean, what? TJ, thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I like this match too. This is kind of the match that was kind of weird for me. I love the storyline though. I haven't watched. I've watched NXT, but not last week's NXT. But I'm liking the thing they were doing with the Prince and the King. That was cool, especially with I like Velveteen Dream's little line about how the Prince is always looking for the bigger. He's always kind of the heir to the bigger prize or whatever. I thought that was cool. And the King's kind of he's kind of already passed. He's kind of washed up a little bit. Obviously, Ricochet's not washed up, but at the same time, like just using that comparison, I liked it. I thought it was good. The video package really got me hyped for the match. And then the match, to me at first, for whatever reason, it felt like it was like in slow motion. I don't know if like maybe my connection was messing up or something, or like it was lagging, but like it looked like it felt like, and it more so it felt like Velveteen Dream was moving in slow motion, and I was like, am I watching the right match here? Like, is he moving in slow motion? Like his dive was really slow. Some of the like initial stuff was really slow. I felt like that little Hurricane Rana reversal that Ricochet did, it was almost a little sloppy to me. It was like almost like they were too low or something. Like there wasn't enough room or something going on with that, where they kind of did the little stalemate stare down type of a thing that they do. But other than that, like once it got going, I thought it definitely got a lot better, and I enjoyed it. I think they worked really well together. I like Ricochet. The whole thing was Velveteen Dream trying to outdo Ricochet because obviously Velveteen Dream's a showman, but at the same time, I like Ricochet getting in on the action too, and kind of trying to outdo him at times with certain moves and hitting his pose and the elbow drop and stuff like that. That freaking shooting star press when he got the knees up. Oh my goodness. I was like, no. Like, oh man, that was amazing. I like that one got me. Unfortunately, I already saw. I hadn't turned my notifications off on my new phone for the results of this until like after this match. So I already knew who's gonna win, but I was still watching it as if like when that happens, I watch it as if it was fake. So I'm like, that wasn't a real notification, and then I like try to watch it as if I didn't just see the notification, especially if it goes the wrong way for me. Like if it goes the way I don't want it to go, that's what I do. But overall, it was good though. I love the little. I kind of like the Hogan tribute. It was cool, but at the same time, I don't know if you caught the Ricochet PWG tights. Did you catch that? Somebody, I actually didn't catch it because I don't watch a lot of PWG, but somebody had posted a picture of those were actually tights that the design was tights that Ricochet wore like once in PWG. It was pretty cool. And that Velveteen Dream was wearing, and I love the Dream talking about something about stay in the bingo hall or something. Like I don't know, it's something about that. Like I like that. I always like stuff like that because they're kind of going with is, at least with this storyline, that the Velveteen Dream is entitled and that he's kind of been given everything. But I like it though. I thought it was good. I thought this match was really good. If I found the picture, I'll show you. I just gotta remember where it was. It was on Facebook is where I saw it.
Oh, okay.
It was in one of the groups I was in. I just cannot for the life of me remember which one it was.
I don't know, but the Velveteen Dreams tights kind of reminded me of Prince Puma tights.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be Prince Puma tights originally, and then he just ended up changing them.
Yeah, because they reminded me of those. But I'll have to see the Ricochet tights again. But anyway, moving on, we have the NXT Women's Championship match: Nikki Cross versus Shayna Baszler. I love this. I loved the kind of mind games from Nikki Cross in the beginning of the match. I love how whatever Shayna did to Nikki almost didn't affect her. You know, she would hit her or kick her, and Nikki would just smile and laugh and, you know, beg for more. Even in the beginning, you know, she was begging Shayna to put her in her submission, which I thought was really kind of good mind games. And, you know, it made it a more interesting match because it was like somebody that Shayna hasn't really. It was a type of character that Shayna hasn't gone up against in NXT yet, so she kind of didn't know what to do. But awesome match, you know. Um, yeah, I think Shayna won this. Yeah, Shayna retained. But I like how even with Shayna retaining, it still kept Nikki looking strong. Like it didn't make Nikki look weak. I didn't think, because even with the submission, you know, she never gave up. She passed out, so it kind of still makes her look strong. So if there is a rematch or whatever, you know, she could still possibly win. She won't, but like it's possible. DJ.
Yeah, I like this one too. I thought that this was a good matchup as far as the people that were in it. With Shayna and Nikki. Nikki, we talked about this on the predictions. I feel like Nikki's one of the only ones that believably feels like she could beat Shayna, and that's kind of why they have to be a little bit careful on how they book it, and how they book Shayna as champion. Because I feel like they put her in there with Kairi Sane. I love Kairi Sane, but I'm not gonna feel like Kairi Sane can beat her. But I enjoyed this. Like you said, I love Nikki Cross. Kind of not necessarily that nothing really affected her, but I think at the same time it was like her response would always get in the head of Shayna Baszler, and I think that was something we never seen because it was always Shayna Baszler on top and Shayna Baszler playing the mind games with everybody else, and Shayna Baszler being in everybody's heads. So I thought that was good. They did a good job at the end too, because we see the pass out spot all the time. I don't think people tap anymore, to be honest, because they always do the pass out spot now. And you remember when that was like really iconic? I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the time that was really iconic and like it pretty much made the start of Stone Cold Steve Austin and whatnot. As far as in the ring, it kind of made him popular. Yeah, they do it all the time now. So like it's not really special anymore, but I like the little nuance that they made that they did with this, having her kind of smile through it, smile, and then it kind of slowly fade off, and then she passes out. I thought that was good. They did a good job in this match of making Nikki Cross look strong, even though Shayna Baszler's obviously always, forever, and always going to look strong. Probably even when she loses, she's going to look strong. So, like, I think they did a really good job of making Nikki Cross look good in this one too. So, I want to see if they continue this because I think they definitely could, but at the same time, I don't know. Like and I don't know. Did the rest of Sandy? The rest of Sandy did go to the main roster, right? I haven't been watching, so I don't know. You might not know either because I think you're probably in the same boat I am. They were supposed to. Like I know they were supposed to, and obviously they haven't been on NXT. So it is kind of weird seeing Nikki Cross on her own, and you wonder how long she's gonna be on her own in NXT without Sanity, or at least how long it's gonna be before she goes up. So I don't know. You kind of wonder about that because she is definitely overdue for a women's title run, but at the same time, Shane hasn't had it for very long, so you really never know. And you just really never know with that.
Yeah. But moving on, we got the NXT Championship match: Lars Sullivan versus Aleister Black. I thought this was a pretty good match. I didn't think it was great, but one thing, the only thing that really confused me was that with this match, none of the titles change hands. Usually on takeovers or WWE pay-per-views in general, at least one title will change hands to kind of, make things unpredictable or whatever. But on this show, none of them changed hands, and it was almost bad booking in a way, just because none of the challengers really felt like they were ready, to actually win the title. We wanted Oni and Danny to win, but really they weren't booked ready to win. We kind of, wanted to see Nikki win the title or see if she could, but she really wasn't booked that strong yet. She was booked unpredictable, but she wasn't booked that strong yet. And I think Lars Sullivan, we even talked about this. He's been booked as a monster, yes, but he wasn't booked too strong to win the title. So I just think, in a way, it was bad booking. Great matches, but just bad booking in that aspect. But I am happy that Aleister retained, and has continued to be the NXT champion. That was the only thing that kind of confused me and I didn't really like about this show. But really good match, DJ.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. I enjoyed it. As far as I was excited to see Lars in a big spotlight. I've been saying that for a while because I think I saw that he could be decent. At first I didn't like him at all, and then I saw he could be decent, and now we're kind of getting a little bit more of what we wanted to see out of Lars. I feel like he's kind of getting that big push now. He's not just running over people and jobbing people out. We're kind of getting to see the full thing with him, and he did a couple of good reversals as far as catches and stuff in this match because that's kind of what he does. I don't know what happened on the Black Mass to the back of the head. What was the plan spot that completely missed? I saw because it was funny. Like the camera angle was actually pretty decent. I think to not show the miss too much, but at the same time, I can't remember. I think they showed a replay or something like dummies, and I think that's what got him because at first I was like, I don't think he hit him. I was looking at him like, I don't think he hit that. And then they showed the replay, and I was like, oh, nope. So, but other than that, like that was kind of the one like botchy spot of this match. But at the same time, it was good. And I wonder kind of what do you do in that situation? Do you sell it like no one's business, or do you like act like it didn't happen? And I think that's the hard part on the fly to say, we missed that. What do we do? Because I don't know. I don't know what you would do. It would be interesting to ask John. Like if that happened in the middle of a match or something, like what would you do? Like if somebody just blatantly just missed the spot by accident, like what would you do? Would you just fall because that's how the spot was supposed to go, or do you like because sometimes stuff like that you slip or something, and obviously you just redo it, which I think is somewhat dumb at times. So I don't know, like like with this one, it just looked bad. But the match overall was good, though. I think I'm glad they're doing something with Lars. I hope they keep doing stuff with Lars. But like you said, this has been one of the most predictable NXT takeovers we've had. which can kind of be the down note for this show. I mean, because it was kind of predictable. You don't expect the Undisputed Era to lose to Lorcan and Birch. Velveteen Dream Ricochet could have went either way. That was a good one that could have went either way. This one was like one of those, like it was like, or maybe it was one of those where like half the card was like, well, I know who's gonna win this match, and then the other half of the card was like, it can go either way. So this match was good though. I think this match was good. I want to see what else to do with Lars in the near future.
Yeah. Then we got the main event of the evening, the Chicago Street Fight with Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. Actually, a friend of mine told me today that he read this was originally supposed to be a last man standing match, but because that was the stipulation that Shinsuke picked, they didn't want to have last man standing matches 2 nights in a row. So they made this a Chicago Street Fight. I don't know if that's true, but what I heard. But
what was that again? Sorry, I actually just found the picture, and I'm about to put it up in a minute. What was that? Sorry, I missed the quote. I'm really
you missed the entire thing I just said.
I'm actually really curious about what you just said. I saw the picture. I was like, oh my god, I found it. Right. Say the words.
I heard that this
was originally supposed to be something else that it wasn't. I heard that part. I just didn't hear the specifics.
This was supposed to be originally a last man standing match, but because Shinsuke picked that stipulation for the match at Money in the Bank, they didn't want to have a last man standing match 2 nights in a row, so they changed this to a Chicago Street Fight.
That's the weird part about this match. They were showing the video package, and I'm like, this is pretty much the same match they had before.
Yeah.
Obviously, they did way more in this match, I feel like. But like I was thinking about it, I'm like, didn't they pretty much do a match like this before?
Yeah. But I mean, I liked it. I thought it was a good match. Random, but I liked Johnny's new ring gear. I did. It was cool. But but yeah, this was a crazy match. They did like everything, even took out Nigel, which I felt like was not necessary. They killed Nigel. He was dead. I was like, why you taking out Nigel like that? But what I will never understand, and promoters, wrestlers, anyone out there, explain this to me. Why are there always random stop signs in wrestling arenas? Like, are people actually stealing stop signs and just putting them under wrestling rings? Because I think that needs to stop. They think it's
get it. Get it. Stop. I get it. I got the joke.
Yes, you did. But yeah, this is a good match. TJ, thoughts on
that? Yeah, this match was really good. I loved it. I like street fights for the most part, and this one had like a lot in it. And I think what put this one over the top was the emotion in it. Like it really felt like these two guys like didn't like each other, and this was. And two, it's the little things. We talk about this all the time. Sometimes it's the little things. If you're gonna go into a street fight, you better not show up in your friggin' wrestling trunks. You better not show up in your friggin' wrestling trunks. You ain't like I ain't gonna go outside and fight somebody in my underwear. Why? Why would I do that? Oh, in a Speedo. Okay? If we're gonna be honest, in a Speedo. I'm not gonna do it. Like, why would I do that? Why? You gonna suit up, you gonna knuckle up, and you gonna go outside and you gonna fight them. And you might lose. But dang on it, you ain't gonna be wearing your Speedo or your swimsuit outside. Like fight. Anyway. Sorry, that's just you
gotta put that tape right around that doesn't
You're right. True. If you go into that fight in the woods, that one fight in the woods at that one time. But I enjoyed this. It had all the little things like the attire. You see like it had just so much in it. That's what I liked about it. That was like it wasn't like just like a street fight where they pull out 2 weapons and that's it. Like there was a little bit of everything in it. You know, there was a little bit of a stop sign because you would see that on the streets. I don't know what street they took the stop sign off of, though. I'm just saying, somebody ain't stopping. Somebody wrecked because they removed the stop sign and they didn't know they were supposed to stop. Come on now. But I like that it was like covered up in like a sign or something. I thought that was
I know where they took it from, one of the streets near where Emma lives. Because there's a couple intersections down there. They ain't got a light. They ain't got a stop sign. So I'm like, do I stop? Do I go? Oh.
That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. But I loved it though. It had like I said, it had all the emotion that you needed in this type of a match. That really put it over the top. You know, you got there near the end with Tommaso about to throw him back into the Titantron again, kind of eerily similar to what he did the year before. I love that this somehow ended up being at this show. Like, I don't know how, like I don't know if it was just perfect timing. It was just like they just got lucky or what. But like that was really cool that like that they could tell the story of like a year ago, this big event happened. Like one of the biggest events that pretty much changed both of their careers. I thought it was awesome. I love when Tommaso, once again, the little things, the taking off of the wedding ring, which obviously was just some sort of random ring they put on his finger, but like taking off the wedding ring and then spitting on it and throwing it, like that's a personal thing that like you don't have to do, but they did it anyway. You know, like that was something that I really liked. And then Johnny kind of taking a page out of Tommaso's book and taking Tommaso off the stretcher. I thought this match was over like years ago. Like I thought like after they got knocked out, they called the match off. Nope. So they end up back in the ring and Tommaso DDT'd him on the part of the ring that he exposed and won the match. I thought it was over. Like I was so like, what just happened just now? Because usually like that's what they do. They would call it off because he's being taken away. I guess not necessarily. It is wrestling, isn't it? Mick Foley, he didn't. But still, like I thought maybe, you know, I mean, if you pass out, they basically called a match off. So I felt like, you know, the man on the stretcher, he done, right? Like that. No? Maybe I'm wrong. Like I don't understand. Like you can pass out without getting your arm lifted 3 times, dang on it. Bring that back. Hashtag bring that back. But you can be on a stretcher like halfway dead and they not call the match off? What? Yeah, man. But good match though. Good way to end the show. It was awesome.
I think you're gonna enjoy it.
I think that I still think he did. Like I don't know how. Like I don't understand. Oh, the picture. The picture. You want to see the picture?
No, I just sent you a snap, boy. I just
of what?
Okay. This man don't understand the words.
I didn't. I had no idea what you were saying. What is happening?
Anyway, while he looks at that, that
Where's
was
Kenny King at? Ring of Honor? Wait.
Yeah.
He made his return?
I don't know. I haven't been watching Ring of Honor.
Bruh. See, you anyway. Oh, let me show you the picture real quick. The picture.
I know. I'm a terrible wrestling fan. I know. I get it.
Terrible.
I heard. Terrible. Are you showing it on here? Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Oh god.
Sorry, I have to look at Velveteen Dream's butt. I apologize. That's the only picture they got though. Why they chose that particular angle to take a picture of, I don't know.
Oh.
See.
Wait, are those the exact?
They're pretty much the exact same. Yeah.
Like did he steal his pants? Like
he's
Oh, I don't know. Velveteen's look a little bit darker, so you know. I like it though. But anyway, that was. Let's look at what's on the internet. So we got what's this? What's Velveteen Dream? We got Facebook up. We got YouTube up. We got the Twitter.
I use all the tabs. Every one of them. All the tabs. You know, that's why they made them, so we can use them. So I use them. I make good use.
Oh, but that was your NXT Takeover Chicago 2 review for the boo. I still want to rhyme that last one, but like I can't.
Rip.
I can't.
Rip to you.
Anyway, we forgot again to. I forgot again. DJ forgets it too. So like we both forget to tell you in the beginning of the episode to
you know what you gotta do? Hey, see, I know. This is what we gotta tell them. So first, what you gotta do is you gotta watch the end of the video before you watch the beginning of the video. You know, you remember that time? You remember that time? I told you, gotta get your shoe. You gotta get your shoe. You gotta write that note on the shoe. You know, you gotta throw the shoe. Throw it at grandma. And grandma gonna be like, "Ow!" And then she go pick up a shoe. She'll be like, "What do you mean subscribe to Inscast Wrestling Podcast?" There you go. It's that easy. It's that easy. It's simple. Like,
what was that thing about? I think it was a pistachio or something like that.
You know, sometimes, the pistachio, I don't even remember that one. I really don't. You got to open it though. I remember opening it and then you get all the good stuff out of it when you open it. You open it. Everybody know you don't eat the shell. You don't eat the shell. So they still in the shell and then you got to open that piece and then eat it. And then it's like, bam!
Anyway, be sure to like the video, share the video, hit that subscribe button. Go follow us on Twitter at SCW_podcast. You get all the notifications when we post videos. We will be back for DJ. What's next? I don't know.
Money in the Bank?
Yeah. Oh, we gotta watch that tonight.
Yeah, we'll be back for that on the Tamer there.
On that there Tamer there. And then we got possibly NXT this week and Impact. But we will see you.
Oh, and we are skipping Impact for this week, by the way, just so you guys know.
Why are we doing that?
Because I ain't watched it yet, and tomorrow's gonna be Monday.
Oh yeah, for this past week. Yeah, that yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we see you on that there camera there. On the flippity dippity. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.